Let's take care of that problem today, shall we?
Welcome to DIY and Reviews with Bill. If you love hands-on projects, honest product reviews, and saving money, you're in the right place. From DIY builds to testing tools and gadgets, I will break it all down so you know what works and what's worth it. Subscribe and join me as I take on multiple projects, put different products to the test, and try to help you get the best bang for your buck. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. All right, so we are going to replace what everybody, well, not everybody, my apologies. A lot of people think this is a microphone of some sort to do with hands-free Bluetooth calling. It is not. That is actually the, has to do with the air climate control. Let's see if I got an actual name on here. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I will put it on the screen here in a little bit. And I will put the part number in the description as well as an Amazon link on where you can pick it up. Obviously, you can most likely get this from your local GM dealer, but let's go get us a tool to pry this off, shall we? All right, so before we pry this off, one thing I want to let you know is you do have to be careful. It is plastic. If you break that, whenever you put the new one in, it will not stay in place because this actually holds it in place, or helps to hold it in place anyway. So get you a plastic trim kit like this, or something plastic to pry up on it with, so you can try to be as gentle as possible with it. Okay, just work my way around here. Just like that. If you break this, good luck finding another one. You would probably have to get it from a salvage because from what I understand, they are really hard to find. So try your best not to break it. All right, and this is, you see what I mean? That thing literally helps to hold it in place because without it, it just flops around in there. All right, so the next part we gotta do, carefully take this off, or at least pry it down, give you some wiggle room. Something else you might want to get too is a pick set, because from what I understand, that helps to get this off a little bit easier. I don't know which pick I need yet. And be careful with your headliner because you can damage it. So I don't know if you can see it very well or not, but it's right in there. And we have to basically try to get this headliner down far enough to where we can get that guy out of there and get access to the pigtail to get it out. This is the fun part. So I'm trying to push it. There we go, just like that. Okay, so I kind of pushed it down here and see if I can get it turned to the side. Should be a way to release that. Unfortunately, a very hard angle to see. And of course, helps if you have small hands. Be careful. I just stabbed that wire. Hopefully I did not mess it up. All right. So it's looking like, I don't know if you can see it, you got to lift up on this gray tab right here. If I can get it to stay. Pull this out at the same time, maybe. I don't know if you can see that gray tab in the middle there. Comes up. And we gotta try to slide that out at the same time. So, this is definitely proven to be a little bit of a challenge. Like I said, I have pretty small hands and this is still pretty hard. Trying to get a way to, come on. This. come out very easily. Let's keep trying and hopefully we don't mess anything up. So I went ahead and broke that tab off just to try to make it a little bit easier because I'm replacing the whole unit anyways. Trying to refrain from, I'm gonna get a flathead screwdriver. I'm trying to refrain from pulling these wires out of the pigtail. So I'm gonna go get a little flathead screwdriver to try to pry that out with. All right, there we go. Get that started, and there. Got the old one out. So, from what I understand, the reason why these start making noise is there's a little fan in here. And what happens is obviously as it gets old and worn out, that fan starts getting dust on it and it throws it off balance and it starts making noise like that. Let's get the new one in. All right, got that popped in. Let's go back and find our hole here. So I'm just sticking my finger through the hole. I don't know if you can see or not. That way I can bring it right to it pretty quick for the most part. And it looks like, I believe on the side here, yeah. So on the new one, it's almost looking like this is a holder for the wire for the harness. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get those wires popped back in there. May not even worry about it. There we go. All right, got those wires in there. Finger back through here. Okay, go. I've got my hand on the underside holding this in place and I'm just gonna pop this back on, pushing from both ends, and there it is. Got the new one installed. Should hopefully take care of that noise. Let's go ahead and pop this back on. All right, get our key here. That is much more quiet. I can't even hear anything coming out of here anymore. However, there is another one back there that I do hear noise coming out of. And I do not have the part for that one, unfortunately, because I thought it was only this one. But I don't know if you can see it. Right there. And that is obviously going to be one heck of a project that I don't know if I even want to mess with due to the location of it. But that's the most common one. That's the one that annoys you the most because it's right next to your ear. I would recommend not cheaping out on that. Especially if you have a hard time replacing this. You do not want to fight with it again, possibly ruining your headliner and breaking any other parts associated with this job. So if you can afford it, get GM genuine, and that way you don't have to worry about it for a while. Because I mean, this is a 2003, this thing's over 20 years old and it's, you know, making that noise, so it should last, hopefully, I would think, for quite a while. Anyway, hope this video helps you guys, and hopefully you don't break anything in the process. Good luck.